Avery, that link you sent. Part of me wants to click on it so I can hear the song, but I also don't want children's songs recommended in my music playlists. Okay.
You don't want to fuck over your own algorithm? What do you mean?
Yes.
Because Avery has to stream it.
You know she would though.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we're back in phase 1. Fuck.
Oh,
Damn. Unlucky.
Magic.
Same.
I don't want to do this. Sad. Okay, bye.
Well, we're gonna have to. Since Avery walled it, we have to reset it.
Okay, I forgot I need to heal my gear anyways.
Heal your gear? Wait, what? That's a weird way to put it.
I mean, mend my gear. I don't fucking know. I'm just your healer, bro.
Yeah, only heal. What is gear
Only
meant?
heal.
My shirt is pretty hurt. I need to heal it.
Look, I just healed my gear.
I can see Cal's pulling out a band-aid and just smacking it on her robe. I healed my gear.
Yep, that fixed that. Food if you need
I can do that too.
But they're colorful band-aids, so it makes it all better.
That's true.
Some gauze just sticking out of your pocket.
Yes, at all times.
God.
He'd be trying tonight.
DPS tethers.
Not just tonight, it's everywhere.
Hunters especially precious.
Because I'm actually awake. I'm not going from work.
Tank and healer, max man. Ever since that one time we had me die there, where I think we're just like popping the living hell out of everything now. Which is
Part of
good.
it is, like, in my case, I just have pulled for the reprisal just kind of sitting around, not being able to get used, because it's suboptimal really to use it anywhere prior to that point, because Izzy's got the one time it would be useful covered already.
I suppose that's fair.
I'm just itching to find a spot to use it.
This is knockback. Step. Okay, knockback. Oh, we had a lot of people late.
How was I late?
You were too close to the center when it went off.
I don't pay attention really to any of the other markers but A. I just tell myself that A is north and then I reposition from there.
Yeah. Like I said, that one's like the one that's really tight.
But yeah, that's the one that you have to be at the wall like as soon as you
Yeah.
can.
Honestly, cape and lightning is the worst combination in my opinion. Like, just screw that one.
Yeah. I agree. That is, in my opinion, the worst. Where it's lightning second into Specifically, I think lightning second into the weapon. Because then you have to be on a specific side. Is it going to be DPS tethers?
Stupid ass forgot how thing. What is wrong with me? Whatever.
DPS can stack up with even a hitbox. Wall and spread. Back to where we were, knockback. Cape. Oh, I guess it was back to where we were.
It was east.
Yeah, never mind me. Pretty crazy.
Ooh, I came back all the way from fucking... Yeah, I came back from fucking Narnia. Let's go.
You know, you did the wrong call out, but I didn't question
Yeah.
it. I just went the way I thought I was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Went the
It
right
was
way.
Cape, so it was fun.
Fire safe.
Yeah, fire safe. It was Cape, so either way it was fine.
I just hit my knockback and did nothing.
Exactly. That's why I think having the sword is like worse than the cape. Because if you go the wrong direction on the cape, it's like, oh no, the knockback.
Yeah. At least we had time to reposition for birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives me active DPS. Why does it not make me do more DPS?
Can you imagine? And then the DPS start healing their attacks.
Fire. The DPS has become slightly tankier. That's it.
These are DPS towers, tank healer tethers. Tank healer towers, and then the tanks and healers are going to stack up in the hitbox. COVID time. Oh, we got super lucky there.
Yeah, I saw that, sorry.
I'll get COVID when I want.
still on track, by the way.
Yeah. Just one thing is that be careful if you stack up south where other people with COVID might be heading. For obvious reasons. Close it up.
Yep. Always.
Knockback. And stack. This is sword. And then
That's ready.
yeah.
Leave me alone. This is my corner.
I could have pulled out the meter stick and went, I'm not touching you. Jokes are funny.
Alright,
There's. I gave you a Haima.
Yummy.
Azrin, I saw what you did last time.
Also, I've taken on the spread after he if it's like a shift and then a spread, I've just taken to standing underneath the boss, and I think that actually goes okay. Because it seems like all the melee's been able to at least get up time. I know their positionals are like really bored, but at least they don't have to remember a lot of it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, Azrin.
Warp mission.
I hate you with my stick.
Wait a minute. It doesn't auto kill you until.
Yeah, you
Oh.
saw how long we survived?
Yeah.
We all died at about the same time, for the record. So yeah, that was what we were talking about, is that you can actually uptime the death wall.
For you?
Alright, let's get some more Act 4 in. Act 2 and 3 look really good now, though. Except for some Act 2 stacks.
Become tank, remove
Yeah.
positionals.
Become Sage, still have melee as healer.
Become summoner, still have melee.
Become Red Mage, just become melee.
No, red mage is what melee is supposed to be. Melee, but with no positionals.
Yeah. It's actually true, yeah.
And I was asking for a melee game. Should have done another genre, different game, you know?
Jude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if they wanted to go with a more traditional hybrid, there's Sophie, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jude's more fun, obviously.
North and south first. In.
Oh,
Nani.
the tether's popped a little too late.
I moved on a little past the marker of the people.
It's because it was popped late. Because if we don't pop it in time, it'll just kill everybody around it. So they need to be popped a little earlier. So like you need to get into position faster if you're an orange DPS.
So the one going counter fog is relatively a short path. Should they be going slightly above the marker to help that?
I see what you mean, but that might all. I guess we could do that, but that just means that the people that are stacking with you are gonna have to go a little bit further out. So just be ready for that, Carl and Izzy, because Morgan's always going to your side.
Yeah, we moved back and stacked.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was
optimal
fine.
plan.
Yeah, that time, you know, it wasn't a stacking issue. It was just it was late in terms of the tether popping.
Like the
That's
optimal
all.
plan is for me and Izzy to get a hit or two in and move back when the circles go off, and then be in the stag.
Yeah. I guess more practice. Yeah. More reps.
Pump that iron. Okay, baby.
Yeah, the little tweaks for consistency and then at the start.
Bingo.
Wait, we're static?
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't know I
I
was
hope
one of
so.
those. Shit.
Who did you think this was?
I don't know.
Well, Dark waiting party.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, them gear times.
This is a Mount Farm group, right?
I mean, is this yeah,
Part of your plus.
technically true. They're technically
Yeah, I didn't join you guys for loot. I joined for the mount.
no, it is.
East and West.
Nah, I steal your guys' gear for fun. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not true. We have half crafting here. You don't steal here.
I'm thinking about changing some out actually. I might. Just because everyone's pretty much geared, I can kind of just start rolling them.
Out.
Party, yeah.
I'm just running through the boss. Give me a sec.
Kels actually went, actually, I'm going to swap some stuff out.
But no, I was like legit looking at it the other night.
Yeah.
I was like, you know,
Yeah.
people don't need this stuff. I could kind of just swap pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double kill. Swap. That sound effect is satisfying.
Well, it's called double, but
East and West again? East and West.
Sure.
No.
I can move back
Perfect.
after the other person.
I'm leaving you. I'm set.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be up there. Range west.
East.
Get ready to move. We moving?
Moving.
Hit your knockbacks now.
Being softish, sharing the same brain cell over here.
Yeah, with the charges? Yeah.
I'm out of here. Have fun with your phones.
Tank Buster's coming out.
In.
Part stick. Shield time?
Yeah.
Series 2.
I have to North Dark.
We're missing it dark.
Someone on 2.
Yeah. So Sawfish would go and pop his right now. Or actually, no, Sawfish was the.
I was second.
I got my
was
direction.
second.
Yeah, you were second. Kels was first. Yeah, I think Izzy was in the wrong spot. I think.
There's someone definitely missing next to me because I was waiting for it to pop to move in.
Yeah.
So my tether spawned at B, so I went over here because that's where the next one was.
Were you a dark?
Yes.
Then yeah, you were fine. Me and you were fine. There was just someone missing in the tower between us.
Yeah.
I had a dark and was clockwise 1, so
Yeah.
That's alright. More reps. Let's go.
Yeah. So is anybody confused on like where to go?
Actually, yeah. Where am I supposed to go if I have Dark Tether to resolve my thing? Is it just straight across from wherever I adjusted to?
You
So
mean like
think of it
so
like-
like popping the tether at the very end? Yeah.
Yeah. So that way the AoE goes off around me when
Yeah,
you guys
just
are
straight
kinda-
across from the tower.
Okay.
I guess specifically the tower you're tethered to, not the one adjusted.
Yeah.
Like it's a minor thing. If you got far enough, it probably doesn't matter. Just to maximize these.
Okay, so for example, like the last pull, I was tethered to B, so that means I'm assuming I just literally after I resolve this, I just chill at B after I go to the south to like evade, like say last pull's like Kels's AoE since she was first up, right?
Yeah, so you're tethered to B, so you'd be going all the way over to D.
Oh, okay.
Basically, how it goes is everyone goes to their towers. The towers explode next to you. Once you see the 2 people next to you go off, you're gonna want to come here into the south part. Whoever's got the northmost tower, they're gonna run back here. You're gonna see an explosion go off, and then the whole group's gonna go this way. The next person that was tethered to B is gonna move out slightly. Once you see their tether change, it's gonna have an AoE again, and then the whole party's gonna move once more.
Yeah.
How did I not pull him? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
That's,
worry.
that's the thing I want to clarify. Because I think B is just like the this one. You rotate to this part. Then you
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to go. You want to go 4 instead. You started off with.
Yeah, you can always just kind of go opposite of it. Like, when it comes to popping the dark tether at the very end of the mechanic, it's just kind of whatever gets it to pop. You don't necessarily need to go to a specific place to get it to pop. You just need to go opposite and far enough away from it.
Yeah, it's
The
just like that would
healer-
make it. It's like that's a more optimal route.
The
Yeah.
healers should be able to top us off in between each one, so don't really worry about popping them because we kind of need to pop them as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
used
it's
to
a timed
healing
mechanic.
that.
Like basically once you see that first person's tether go off, you're number 2, you're gonna pop yours. So just pay attention to the order of darts.
Yeah.
So like if you see that you're number 3 dark, you're gonna go 1, 2, okay, I'm popping the third. So just pre-position yourself as the second one's popping.
Yeah. We don't have to go super fast because there is a little bit of leeway, but we want to, stay ahead. We want to have extra time rather than, no time.
So
I
what
feel
you're
like they
saying?
don't do too much damage, but
So in other words, if dark, pre-position yourself, and then pop sprint and haul ass when it's your turn. More or
Yeah,
less.
you can kind of do that. Yeah.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
don't
sprint is
you
great.
get, Izzy? Like, is it something specific, or like the whole mechanic in general that you don't understand? Well, I don't know about it then.
So I believe you are the dark tether there. I want to say. Or actually, you were white. Okay, if you were white, then yeah, you were in the right spot. If you were white, that means that Avery was white as well, and Avery should have been going across then. If that's the
Who was
case.
the missing person then on
I
the yellow
think-
area? No, that looks right. Avery was the missing person.
Yeah, if you were white, then yeah, I
The
think.
Talon's in the right spot.
I'm gonna be completely honest, it's really hard for me to tell, like, in terms of, like, in the moment, who's in the wrong. So I'm just kind of doing my best guess for the most part. So yeah, you were right then. Yeah, Avery, by the image, Avery was in the wrong spot. Because Avery would have had white then, and Avery would have had to go. That's the right spot for dark, but yeah, you need to go across and then one. Oh well. Here, I'm gonna. One of these. What it looks like.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with it. It just doesn't have any buttons on it. I think it's probably prog off.
Yeah, that's cropped.
That's fair. Because, yeah, not having any buttons is a bit of a interesting choice.
You can see the paladin shield is literally cut off. Like,
But you can set that up so that that happens normally.
then why wouldn't you just use like the simplified UI if you're gonna cut off the image there?
Yeah, people have their own tastes.
I've seen some changes.
I have too. I've seen worse. Let me put it that way. I love that. X-Troll time. Because I hit it literally, like, we get healed as we take the damage. Yeah, satisfying.
It was literally about the comment that I hate how that timing works.
For me, I like that timing because it's very convenient for me. Where it's literally
maybe
just
my
like,
TVN has to be pre-popped due to the way it snapshots.
yeah.
And south first. And south first. In.
Hectic.
I don't want to be standing here.
And south.
Looks good. Okay, that's the optimal cooldown situation for that.
Oh, okay. So from here on out, I'm always going to use that.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, I gotta lock down on it.
East.
move. Moving. Set your knockbacks now.
Single brain cell, go.
Get a little room.
That's all. That's all.
And there we go.
Very energy efficient.
Oh yeah.
I love how it's just after
Party
the
engine.
end. Yeah, I love how after like our towers resolve, Robbie and I are just on that same single brain cell of get closer.
I mean, yeah, sense 2 range.
Yeah, because I just see the both of us just eat ourselves after the tower resolves.
Exactly.
Remember, it's a cross, then one clockwise.
Yeah. We're missing somebody on the cover, but should still be
Should
good.
be around C. There's the wrong person popping, but okay, we'll try to make it work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we
no,
should still be good.
Did I fuck mine up? No. That's a
Oh,
fucking
it's
up.
good. But then, yeah.
I thought it fucked ours up, but I'll take it over the last one.
Ow.
Ah, my faded.
Well, then just
Ah, why'd I live? What the fuck?
Close.
One who messed up.
I'll
I was the one who
live,
messed
don't
up.
worry about it.
Because I had the tether that was connected to the north, or connected to the one to
northwest.
the left of the north. And so because I was north, my brain immediately went, ah, yes, I am north, therefore I am number one. Yes, that is exactly how it is.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay, so the explosion doesn't resolve around the person popping it. It resolves on the other tower. Okay, that makes sense now. Because for a
That's
second I
why we
thought I
got
fucked
the
something
last
up.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, but I was second to resolve, and I resolved mine.
Yeah. Well, technically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, we were fine. So.
Yeah. It worked out at the end, kind of.
Yeah, because I had I had B or 2, I forget, and I went over to 4 because that's directly across. Like directly
Yeah.
across.
Your tether was fine.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I was the one that botched it because the order of operations is a little bit screwed because I was the one who was supposed to go last under our system, but I went first. So basically I moved the cycle.
For the first part of Act 4, you just move directly. You wait for the raid wide to go out, and then you move immediately into the tower that you're supposed to be going to.
for the, everybody rotates in the group around the group one. Or I guess just specifically for the dog pocket.
You do have it.
Is there any visually there's an explosion around the person popping the tower? So like for example, let's say like the first one.
Yeah.
The person up north with the dark comes down and pops south. I know the big explosion. But visually, there seems to be an explosion around the person popping. Does that do any damage or is it pure?
Yes. So what happens there is that you remember that dark raid white that puts a magic bolt on everybody in Act 2? That is going off at the same time as that AoE is going on. So when you snap the tether, both basically that AoE is coinciding with the raid white.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Basically, how the tether mechanic technically works is that whenever the tether snaps, whatever it was tethered to, both mechanics go off simultaneously.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so the dark tether. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So there is no concentrated, secondary, small, deadly AoE around the person popping. Because that one's just a
I think the Dark Orb is the same one from Act 2. It's the same one that the healer's breaking that explodes and does redirect.
I'm not a healer, so I don't actually know about
Yeah, basically the dark tether just does a raid light.
But yeah, the Dark Orb is just a big ass explosion.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's all
For-
I'm wondering. Like, if it was
for the
open
record,
and
Avery,
next to the person.
There was a spot open. There was like a tower open, so I think you went to the wrong spot. For the record. I'll look at where you need to go next time. But I guess let's just keep going.
And what this game needs like a kill cam from the boss's perspective of how they killed you when you died. To see
That'd be
what
nice.
went wrong.
That would
Yeah,
unironically.
slow-mo death cam for the boss gets
It's like a Call of Duty kill cam or something.
That should be really funny if the boss gets one.
That would. Heal.
I'm like
As
half
it goes up.
asleep. Oh my god.
Oh, you only got 40 minutes left.
It's pretty good though. That was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah. Like, we definitely got a good chunk of practice, and we're probably gonna clear next week. Probably.
Probably.
No, we are. We better clear. You hear me?
But we're behind on DPS.
No, we're clearing next week or else.
The 15K, 7K on my Agatha just says otherwise. East-west, by
Or else what?
I think your abacus is miscalculating. Obviously, it's flawed.
I don't.
No, we better clear next week. I'm just saying.
Or else.
You just want to play more Lost Ark, but and that's
I mean,
why.
I'd say that wasn't.
What are you gonna do if you don't fix it?
I'll be taking a week off after next week, so
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's a legit.
Yeah, legitimate reason detected.
I was expecting a meme.
nah.
Go one on vacation.
The boyfriend coming down.
Oh, okay.
Nothing so.
This one actually.
I know, for real. What the is not what I want to hear.
The guy,
right now?
the man autoed me as I was leaving. Like, and it broke my TBN.
Oh, okay, that's more acceptable. I was a little more scared.
This guy's an ass. I'm trying to pre-pop my TBN so I get hit with the tether damage, and then it's just, nah, I'm gonna auto you like 3 times, bro.
Ignore that.
At the very least, we know that that's why you're taking a lot more damage than Izzy.
He's just autoing this whole
East,
time.
east for range.
Yes, sir. I love how everyone moves here. Hey, Calvin, what's up?
Well, it's so that we can get away from Izzy.
Everyone can be ranged as well.
Move.
They get a cooldown back.
Not fast.
Go bring Sal.
Oh,
Go.
now. And get out of my territory or else. Oh my god,
We're
it
about to... Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Tower went off. Somebody got knocked. I think Izzy got knocked into the
He
wall.
got yeeted into the wall.
Morgan, you got hit with the tank buster again.
I was trying to chase that with me. Yo, what if I call out, man?
I thought you wanted to practice.
I never said that. I just said I haven't been practicing. I never said I wanted to.
Interesting.
I could do it, but I have not.
And this food buff makes me feel like I'm just wasting food now.
Because I'm a fair weight
I think it does overcast.
3 hours it does. On 2 hours it actually goes evenly, because 3 hours is not 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just mathed all over us.
We still
No, I mean,
saved
like,
one
not, like,
food.
tapped out, like, visually at 1 hour. Like, I think his duration does go to
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know to what extent.
It would go to one. Basically, it'll save like 2 like food units worth. So if it's 40 minutes, it'd go to an hour.
East and west, east and west, east and west.
So basically, if we have the buff, it'll be 1 hour 20 minutes of worth.
You can't use a third one on top.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but it's just gonna disappear into the oblivion.
Out.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like you're able to open cap.
Yeah.
Or I mean, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you if you didn't use that spare.
What?
My default reply.
No, mine. I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying.
Both of your default replies.
That's fair.
East and west.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Fair, I think Steven does it too.
Shit. Am I gonna get there in time?
Be careful, guys. We got a scoochie in. Ooh. We did a scoochie. I'm proud of y'all.
And the power of sprint combined.
We scoochied in the
Madeline?
coochie.
Oh, Izzy wasn't over here.
As
No.
in
That's good. Yeah, I don't have Swift right now.
no. Without you.
Dude, I almost got
I don't have. Yeah, I don't have. I'll get us.
Oh, fuck.
You got Swift? I mean, I'm already
No,
pretty
no. I got out of that.
Oh, my.
I'll just make sure.
I got you,
Can I get turn time?
Oh yeah,
Fine.
totally.
got,
Yeah, look at how long it takes for him to like go through all this.
he's a slow ass.
Yeah.
You would know. He doesn't move.
Get ready to move and move. Knockbacks now. Give me that territory.
Dang, I can't single brain cell.
I'm leaving my territory. It's yours now.
So make sure you're like due north.
Out.
Yeah, Sawfish, make sure you like due north because we're getting really close to clicking those earth shakers.
Sorry, there was more because
Yeah.
Why are you taking so much damage?
Mainly because that is a valid reason.
Just take the region and be happy. Gosh.
the region not getting up. Yeah, that's what I would have said if I was a region.
You know, you abandoned healing.
I know, I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
Sad.
Up the crap.
Looks good. So get south. Perfect. Next one. Next one.
No, we did it.
Yep, perfectly done.
We finally did it.
Excellent.
Damn.
Alright,
Keeps giving second date.
alright, final act.
Remember your count.
Yeah, we all gonna die.
Raid White first.
You'll watch the video, right?
Don't worry,
Nope.
you can count on.
I
Alright,
know a little bit of what's going on, but not very much.
so first things first, we're gonna get tethered to 2 stakes. Wherever the stake is that you're tethered to, get close to it. And then spread out from everybody else.
North and south.
So get close to whichever stake.
I'm choosing
And
this
then
side.
spread. The melees can get close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Now, whichever tower he tethers to first.
Me.
Yep. So Avery, you're over here.
I know I pulled the middle. I apologize to melees.
That was the wrong tower salvage.
Yeah. Sorry.
That one got missed. 5, 6 got missed. Then tank buster. Party out.
Well, there's no tanks to have fun with that.
Here's me now, what's that?
Yeah, you were 4.
It's for the healer.
You were 4. And then raid wide. And then curtain call.
Yeah, that mechanic is not that hard. We almost got it
On the
like,
first try.
On first
Yeah.
try. So.
It's just I
Then we got
couldn't
double?
decipher where my tower was through that. Was the problem? Like I knew I was 6.
Definitely, let's go.
Alright, let's get this. We're gonna fucking die. Curtain call. Yeah, right.
Come on, friends.
Oh no, why are you like this? We
We
don't
didn't get
have
our tethers.
Yeah.
We didn't get
That,
tethers.
no, that's good. That's good. No, that's good. So I'll pop tether first.
Oh, I popped mine too.
What's going on?
So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. So basically how finale is going to work is that here, let me clear some markers around. So there's going to be thrown 2 stakes that we're going to get those wind tethers to. So if we move too far away from the stakes, it'll kill us instantly. I paid attention to what numbers people were. It was because you were directly after mine, so it was very easy for me to remember. Yeah, you were 4.
Basically, Maravi's gonna be counting, and when he says a number
was
and
four.
he hits you, I was tower number 1,
And I was to the right of Kells because I was tower number 8.
and
Yeah.
one in, I think 2 went off fine. 3 did not because 2 people were trying to take
Ah.
it. Basically, if you're the wrong person to go into the tower will kill you.
Yeah.
Tower
bas-
says not today.
yeah, you were on 7, I think. You were like across from 4. But basically what's going to happen is that people are going to get tethered to these. So let's say that all the DPS are tethered to the ones on B. The melee would be like 1 and 2, with the range being like 3 and 4. And the same setup with like, if the healers and tanks, healers are just going to be back here and the tanks are going to be like here and here. So that way that you can get perfect uptime during that, while still staying spread.
DPS
Like
on one
that
side,
way,
tanks on the
exactly.
other, I think. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's triple melee on one side.
There's not going to be triple melee because they do separate them out by role. It'll all be all DPS tethered to the same one, and all tanks and healers
I also
tethered
found
to
out
the-
that now because we're after town 4 me.
Yeah, you were just standing in my tower, so
Yeah, the problem is I just can't determine which tower is like my tower sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the tower, the once you tethers to do the count of where you're supposed to be going, it's fucking quick.
I guess one thing that would help, I guess, is whoever has 1, if you can say that you have 1, because then if someone gets completely confused, they can at least
Not from the first person, because
Be
the
able to
first person
yeah.
needs to get into that tower as soon as possible anyways, because it's going to go off first. So,
Yeah.
like, for example, I had 1, so I said I got 1, and I grabbed the first tower. So, if that
I
helps
used
people, we can do that.
And I knew I was 8, but I didn't know which tether I needed to go to. But because I knew that Kells was 1, I was able to
No,
answer.
he tethers a random one,
Okay.
and then the first person jumps into it, and then you just have to count from there.
Yeah, you
That's
can
why
go
it's
to the one without, like, the tether that doesn't have a tether to its right will be the first tower. At least for the first person before it makes its round.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, just know that if you're in the right tower, you're not going to die. So just stick out your tower. Someone else can find where they're supposed to go, kind of thing.
Who else can die?
So, like, yeah, so if, like, everyone's standing in their spot and there's one open, that's probably where you're supposed to be.
yeah, that was
But
kind
that
of that is an exception. That will not happen in the future. And like I said, it was only because you were directly next to me. You were 4, I was 3. So I was able to like, oh yeah, no, that one was Avery's. So don't expect that. Yeah, true. Same thing as shoot, what is it?
As insert other mechanic.
Yeah, insert whatever mechanic you want to. But yeah, no, that's finale. Finale isn't that bad. And then it's just curtain call. Basically, the important thing is to just look and see what he tethers first. So you can just pay attention to see what he's tethering first. That's just the most important part.
I mean, it's a big red tether coming out of him.
Yeah.
So right when we come back to the center, he's gonna throw up that first tether. And he gives like a second in between the first and the second, so you have a moment to look. If it comes down to it, you can always look and see, okay, there's no tether next to this one, which means that's 8 and that's 1.
Yeah, because he always goes in a clockwise manner. So like, whatever he tethers to first, the second is always going to be clockwise from first. So it's always just going to spin around in a clockwise.
Yeah, so like even if you're late to looking at the first tether, you can still determine where you're supposed to go.
Yeah. Shall we try it again?
Yeesh.
I don't know. Let's do a rage check to see if everyone's ready to try it again.
True. But yeah, we are very
Free
close.
is not ready.
Avery usually gets no, but anyway.
No, she doesn't. It's usually 8 out of 8.
Yeah, most of the times it is 8 out of 8.
So I'm actually legitimately wondering if you got the question. So
Yeah.
Abe, you good? I think Abe is just questioning the fight to like altogether.
It's just quick math again.
Then ask, then try to ask.
Actually, it's not even quick math, it's quick count.
Yeah.
I guess really I think. Oh, okay. If you want me to just go, I will. But
No.
she said just go, and so I'm gonna adhere to that. But basically, like my point is that because it is only 20 minutes, like I would rather take the time now to explain if there is something to be explained than get up to that point and then fail because we don't know what to do at that point. So like basically, if you don't ask the question, then that means that what will end up happening is we'll end up wasting the time that we spent getting to that point because the question didn't get asked. So definitely feel free to ask the question because it's worth the time spent.
Yeah. That raid white timing is so good.
Pain. I don't know about you. I don't get much intellectual stimulation out of running Act 1.
I don't accept what I'm
It's satisfying. I don't know, I think it's just satisfying. In terms of like, I'd be surprised if you were getting intellectual stimulation.
West, east and west, east and west,
It's
east and
just,
west.
you know. Because it's definitely not intellectual stimulation.
In.
Already ended. Astron goes out at the worst time. Oh my. Ooh. Active.
But you're not on an even more efficient way to get the same mitigation.
North and south.
Not that now.
Okay, I learned the thing. I was just gonna put this down.
Perfect. Excellent.
In. By the way, is that Venom wrong?
Yeah. Optimally a little bit closer, but like overall that's just fine. Shield.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, I try to remember to pop that.
First raid roll.
Rip.
They just stack, right?
I wish.
Looks good. Perfect. Alright, get south. So Shaggy's popping first. Yep, just like that. Alright, next up. Calvin's popping. Next up is Avery after. Next up is Kells.
I think we may have
Uh-uh.
We had enough room, thankfully. But oh, that was close.
Close with it.
I thought that was the last one. I did that wrong. I did that right on accident. Yeah.
Yeah, you moved out enough that it actually popped.
I did that right on
And
accident.
that's how it's supposed to go. That's why we have you do it first, because the party going there will naturally.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I was just got this.
Alright, finale.
And we'll
Let's
take
check
the-
what you're tethered to.
Kill Petty Fall.
It looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, now I'm 8?
Easy as
Bruh.
one.
Missing somebody on 5. Sawfish, I think you're 5.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Sorry. I missed.
You were
Sorry, I-
captain.
There we go.
No, I miscounted. I miscounted.
There we go.
Out.
There we go, guys. We game.
Alright, now it's curtain call. We are on
Oh,
curtain call
dying.
officially.
Isn't there a double coming up here in just a second?
There is. But like, if we fail the double mechanic, damn.
It's important for a reminder, because we've been here a grand total of once.
True.
Like,
Alright. So, just get opposite to whatever stake you're tethered to, and then just sit on his hitbox and wait for your turn. So not all the way out, Sawfish. No. Sawfish, get back in.
What?
You don't
want
want
to
to
go on the
pop it
opposite
right
side
away.
of his hitbox, not all the way out, because we
Yeah.
don't want to pop the tether. If you go all the way out to the wall, you'll pop the tether.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When you
That's
said all
why I
the way
said
out,
on the hitbox.
yeah, I
I
missed
said
the,
don't go all the way out, stay on his hitbox.
Sorry, I missed the hitbox part. I heard go out, and then yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So
He said
yeah,
he
so
heard
I'll
go
talk
out.
about this.
Yeah, I
He
heard go out.
and he took us out.
Yeah,
Yeah. So basically, what's going to happen for that is that you're going to get a debuff timer above your assigned to your person. When DPS hits 12 seconds left on your debuff, you're going to move out and then pop it. When tanks and healers hit 6 seconds left on their thing, that's when you move out and pop it. Now, during this, what's going to happen is that he's going to cast those that cone AoE that we saw. What's going to happen is that there's going to be, that's going to trigger, and then it's going to be inverted. So whatever was safe isn't safe, and whatever was not safe is going to be safe.
Hades
So just
Extreme?
Huh?
Yep.
It's Hades Extreme.
Yeah, it's Hades Extreme basically, where you just gotta move into the AoE after it goes off. That's all.
You just go boop, boop, back and forth,
Yeah.
and then you're popping your towers after or before. So
Yeah.
if you're DPS, you're popping your towers during the first Protean, and then shifting in, and then coming back up to the boss.
It depends on your timer though. They can.
Oh, okay. So it could be the healers that get the shorter timer.
Yeah, it just depends who gets what time, and some people will have to pop during the proteins. But the movement is, it's the same. You just dodge the first AoE and then move into it. That's all. Yeah,
So
it's
what
like
were the
Titan
times
Slide
again?
Huh?
What were the times?
DPS are popping at 12 seconds. Specifically, you're moving out at 12 seconds. And then
Now, are
tanks and
all of
healers
the
are moving
dark
out.
orbs going off at the same time? Like, how is that mechanic resolving?
Basically, each person, like 2 people will be assigned 12 seconds, 2 more people 24, 2 more people 36, 2 more people 48. So as soon as the timer hits 12 above you, nobody else will be popping at that same time. So this is just like the easy way
I
to
see
assign
what
it.
you're saying.
Yeah, so this is
Okay.
the easy way to assign it. And then
That
all
makes
that's going to
more
happen, all that's going to happen after all those tethers resolve is going to do a raid wide, and the exact same thing is going to happen. And that's it.
Yeah, it is kind of like Orange Diamond almost.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah. Yeah. So DPS will pop at 12. Yeah.
Healers.
Specifically, that's when you move out. Yeah, and then healers and tanks are 6. That's when you
first
move
said
out.
it, I was under the impression that there were 4 people at 6. But realistically, you're not having 4 people at 6. I thought 4 Dark Feathers were going to be popping at once. I was like, how do you expect me to heal through that? Like,
Yeah.
wait a second.
No, I get what you're saying, but yeah, no, it is like Worm's Lament in terms of like the debuff, like how that resolves itself. So, but yeah, there we go. That's the very last mechanic of the fight, because all that happens is it just repeats itself again. That's it. I think we kind of need the PLB, possibly. Also, just one little tidbit is that he does move during this, so the tanks are going to have to whenever Kelvin has to move out, Izzy has to voke it during that time, and then you could voke back.
So they have
So
to
we just have to-
communicate who's moving out first, who's moving out second.
Yeah, well, basically all that happens is Calwin just has to say when he's moving out. That way Izzy can voke it, and then when he goes back in, he can take it back.
I think it'd be even simpler to just do like what Izzy suggested, is that like the longer timer evokes it and just has the boss until they've gone out.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Basically, whoever has the longer timer has the boss, and then after they've completed their cycle,
The shorter person picks it
the
up.
shorter
Yeah, I get
timer
it.
will just evoke it, and that just solves the problem.
Yeah, that's true. That would work. Yeah, and I think the timers are 48, 36, 24, 12. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I might be slightly off, but that's roughly where it is. Okay, that sounds right. Okay. So that's roughly how that's going to be. The only reason why I said that is just so that Izzy doesn't have to try to type out or like see. In any case, we can just run it, see what happens.
Let's go.
Yeah. But you see what I mean on finale being easy?
Yeah. This time
It's
I'll try
literally-
not to miscount my tower.
Yeah. But yeah, finale is that easy. That once we have it down, it's just kind of resolves itself. But yeah, that just means we're on the very last thing to fight.
Good chance of winning.
We're very, very close.
Easy for the next.
Actually, though, yeah.
Easy clap.
As long as we don't, like, degress, yeah. Next week's definitely the clear, since we already got the first call.
Oh man, like fighting the Phoenix just makes just eat.
That Phoenix.
Yeah, we'll just come back next week. We'll all team this off.
Oh, you see, that's the big brain move. Not
East and West first.
I'm just getting my dose of the Asian evidence.
Oh, you don't see yourself making a long-term commitment.
I guess I'm one of the brave few then.
They got a lot of collections I gotta complete.
You can say that again.
Rapport only takes like 6 to 8 months, no biggie.
Wow, they're really gouging you. Oh shit.
North and south first.
That's a Babylon, right? Right?
Perfect.
That time, come on, come on.
Yeah, that's how it should feel. Yeah, that's what the timing I'm used to in TF for the most part. Is that. So whatever happened that time was absolutely perfect.
Get ready to move. Moving. Knock that now.
No, Izzy, I realize now this is not how we discussed it, but I'm glad it's working out.
In?
Party.
Cool. I was already there.
Optimal.
Oh, I was kind of close there.
Yeah, it was. But you know that glare needs to go out.
It did me like that.
I just trusted the glare gods.
I want to drop some.
Get south. Avery's popping first. I'm next.
Sorry, Kieran.
Soffish, you're in the
Oh, I mean wrong spot.
We're
He
good.
was a tavern.
you ran directly into the AoE, not with the group.
Yeah, I was over at 1 and my brain was like, oh hey.
Yeah, just if it's not your turn with the tether, stick with the group. That's the TLDR.
Yeah, but so the one that spawn, I thought the one that spawns north or northeast was first.
Yeah, they were.
That's what I had.
You were not. You were northwest.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Well, that's where we have to end it though, given time.
That's a completely fair reaction.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought we just rolled it. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no. It's because it's 8 o'clock already. I mean, that being said, like, we should be